Okay, are we live? Quick sound check. And we'll run this. Let me know if we're live. Let me know if we're good. I need more cameras. Okay, are we live? Quick sound check. And we'll run this. Let me know if we're live. Bearish channel that's going to get you wrecked. We're the most bullish channel in crypto. Felix Capital channel. What a good guy. Up, up. As always, give you guys 20-30 seconds to get yourself in here. Somebody tell me if audio is good. I'm guessing it is. It's been a very fucking busy day. And hopefully I don't scare you by the title. The title is not what I genuinely mean. Hopefully you guys can read between the lines. It could mean one of two things, and I wanted to kind of just summarize what I've done today and what a lot of people are thinking about or maybe have done. So 20-30 seconds as always. Get you guys comfortable. Get you guys questions in. Hello, Jake. Hello, operational shutdown 1. Hopefully you're doing well. Let me know some questions, and we'll always come back to them at the end of the stream. Let me know where you're listening in from. Let me know if you have any questions on DeFi pools, on cryptocurrency, or in anything in life. I don't give a F anymore what we really talk about. Primarily money and something to do with entrepreneurship is always good. But I don't mind. But I wanted to share something today. Hi to all. Hi to you too, brother. Hopefully you're doing well. Again, excuse the shit you like. I don't know why. You know, the only place I can do these live streams, because this place is so busy, and I would love to go downstairs and show you this villa, but we do have a villa tour coming soon. This place is fucking massive. Yeah, it is one of the best villas in Koh Samui, I think. And yeah, it's been great. Day 1 of the Koh Samui Masterclass completed. A lot to talk about. A lot of interesting stuff that we went over. And hopefully, Parker will release it to the YouTube channel, but I think he's going to release it to the school community first. Because some of the stuff is obviously what we talk about in 10K Fast Track. But I will try and answer any questions you have. Hi from Croatia. Hi from YouTube. Okay, let's talk about the title of this video before we get into this real video and ask you questions. Anything you guys have. Sell everything. What do I mean by that? Well, no, I don't mean sell your altcoins or your losing performing assets. I just wanted to give you some data, some things that I was taking notes about, which I think a lot of people don't understand and a lot of people actually don't know about. Am I okay to give you the data, the facts of reality of 2025? I'm going to anyways, but I think it's important that we talk about this data. Not that we should make any crazy moves, but it is important because a lot of people are in fucking shitty altcoins, and we've seen it. We've seen it yesterday in this live stream. Again, it's not to discredit anybody for whatever altcoins they're in. They can hold whatever they want, but we're getting suggested coins that are down 99%, and it's becoming a bit of a joke, and it actually makes me sad, but that's the reality. So I'll give you some quick facts. 85% of token launched in 2025, okay? In the last 1 year, 85% of these tokens, we're talking millions of tokens. Does anybody want to take a guess how much are underwater against the dollar? Okay, against the dollar. How many? How many? I already gave you the answer if you can read between the lines. A fucking lot. 85%, okay? 85%, I already gave you the answer, by the way. 85% of the millions of coins, okay, are underwater. 8.5 to 9, basically 9 out of 10 coins that ever launched in 2025 have lost you money, okay, in 2025 compared to 2026. That doesn't mean that it's not going to come back, but most of these coins that I was doing the research on have actually went to zero, okay, or are basically going to go to zero. And I think that's very scary, right? Because a lot of people's first rodeo was 2025, because we all thought 2021 was going to be copy, cut, paste, and we could buy absolutely anything. And we were wrong, okay, for the guys that went all into these coins that have went to zero. That is what happened. So 85%, basically only one coin out of every 10 are down less. And by the way, Not many are actually up good enough where you would have bet traditional markets. Some are at break even, some are just barely above, but basically every single coin that are speculative, 9 out of 10 of them, are basically at zero or on the way to zero. The thing is, if you compare that against Bitcoin, it's a different scenario. It gets worse because what we always talk about in this channel, if your altcoin isn't beating Bitcoin's return, you might as well hold Bitcoin. That goes the same for Ethereum and maybe Solana. And I think the reason why this is happening, or it should be pretty obvious to us, down 90%, down 96%, I'm done for. Bro, what the fuck with this title? Calm the fuck down, bro. Just chill out, okay? Calm down, relax. Here's why I think this is happening, what I wanted to share with you guys today, and I'd love to know your thoughts. I think the big players, e.g. institutions, you know, the Michael Saylors, the big actually guys, like they're actually serious, not us retail clowns that just keep getting wrecked. They're not going into these blue chips that are not even blue chips. All of the money have went into Bitcoin, Ethereum, maybe Solana, and maybe some XRP. Maybe. But it's really these top two coins, to be honest. And people are wondering about the money rotation that, again, is a 2021 thing. It would be nice if it happened in 2025 as a bull run, or e.g. just Bitcoin's run, because that's all that basically went, for being honest. And you, again, there's a guy here, Jack Trades, down 96%. So he was in the majority or the minority of people that got wrecked. I don't think you're done for, bro, but maybe those coins won't come back, but now's the time to start thinking about, okay, what we can do for now. Because you're not dead, okay? You're not homeless. You have an internet connection. If we're being real, it's not over. You just have to go again with the L, and the L doesn't have to be a loss. The L is only a loss if you leave the game. It can be a lesson. That's what I always say. Crypto Fear and Greed Index is at 11. Bitcoin is falling in real time. Ethereum is kind of chilling, but Bitcoin is kind of going down again. It's not crazy enough going down. It's getting very interesting for me to start buying Bitcoin. But obviously I'm interested in number 2 again, Ethereum. But that is what's happening. And that is the reason why the title of this video is maybe real. Some people are actually selling everything. I watched a video about, I don't want to mention his name, but he was suggesting to sell everything and just buy other losing assets. It was like a top 5 altcoin video, and I was like, no way. He said, sell everything and buy these top 5 coins. So they were all paid promotions, and it's crazy, man. The amount of stuff these crypto guys can get away with in 2026 is absolutely crazy. Sell your shitcoin, buy this new shitcoins. You can lose more money, but not only sell your shitcoin at a loss, sell it to take less money into this new coin that's going to make you rich, that's going to lose you more money, make the founders rich, and make the influencer rich. It's crazy. And that is why I put this title here. Not to scare you guys, maybe to wake some of you guys up to stop doing this. And then the other thing is what people do is and I'm not against this, by the way, this might be a better strategy. It's definitely the better strategy that I gave you before. They sell everything and they buy Bitcoin or Ethereum, and that could be considered fine. Although I don't like to do that, because I'll show you guys, and I always show you this. My portfolio, I should realistically be selling everything that is, if I'm being honest, if I had to bet, like a serious bet, and I did take serious bets on these with fucking, 20K here, 10K in aluminum down, like thousands of dollars, 5 figures plus, maybe rounded up to 6 figures on all the ones I bought that haven't done anything. I took big bets on these plays, but if I had to take a bet and say, are they going to survive? The answer would be no, because these coins are in that statistic that I gave you at the start. Gala is in that 85%. Illumium is in that 85%. Brett is definitely in that 85%. Render, a solid coin, in 85%. All of these coins are in the majority of the thing that I gave you at the start, and that is that 85% of tokens that launched. These coins didn't launch, okay? They didn't launch in 2025, but they went down in 2025. Big time, especially against Bitcoin. Were bad to hold. So am I selling everything? Well, no, I'm just going to keep them for me, because it doesn't make sense to keep, for example, $4,000 in Galda. Where am I going to put it? Yeah, I could buy 2 Ethereum with that, and it would be nice, etc., etc. But with the amount of Ethereum I have, and the amount of Bitcoin I have, and what I'm doing on VFAT, which a lot of you guys have been asking about, recently, I would rather just take the risk on Gala, to be honest. The same with aluminum. I'm down to $11,000 on aluminum. I've only got $487 left. What am I going to do with that $487? Now, for somebody that has a $1,000 portfolio, it's 50% of their bag. But for somebody that has $600K portfolio, it's just about relative and just about understanding, like, hey, that's good for most people or people that want to start out. But for me, I'd rather just take the bet and ride into zero, or for the 0.1% chance it does something. And I can even see we're selling, bro. Already sold months ago. It's too late to sell now. Okay, that's good. Down by 99%. We have another one. Steven Gerrard, a very good football player back in the day. But the brokey Steven Gerrard, all love to you, brother. You're down 99%. Again, you're in that majority of the statistic. And again, I mentioned that for a reason, because I knew people would start mentioning this. And I appreciate you guys sharing losses. It shows that you're real. A lot of guys just, like, even on YouTube comments, they'll just say that they're up and they're doing well. I appreciate you guys telling me you're down, because it really just makes us learn that the statistics I gave you at the start is true. And again, you guys are still here. You guys are still watching cryptocurrency videos. So you guys are probably trying to learn from your lessons, because most people just shut the laptop down, get rid of the wallet, take it back to USD, GBP, and just get on with their life. They gave up. You guys aren't giving up. Hopefully you guys are not giving up. It's tough. Hi, Jake. Please tell us you sold almost everything. That would be very dumb if I sold almost everything. Do you know why? A lot of you guys are just playing cryptocurrency different to me. And again, it's all love. Joseph Green. I'm an investor. We talked about this yesterday. I made this live stream yesterday about how we think about the next decade. Okay? Because what most people do, I'll tell you. And I hate giving this example, but this is just like, the comment there, hi Jake, please tell us you sold everything. It's dumb shit, bro. It's dumb shit. And I'll tell you why. I mean, what stock do you want me to give? Because all of them give you the same answer. Okay? Let's look at Amazon. You know where I'm going with this. The smart guys understand. Hopefully it shows me. I don't know if it will, because the chart's too fucked up. What I'm trying to show you is every cycle, every asset class is a boom and bust. Okay? Let's treat this as Bitcoin cycle. So Bitcoin cycle on Amazon, we're at 125K at $5. It's on Amazon. Okay? We're at $5. Okay? It's on the NASDAQ, right? So Amazon right now is, guess what, $204. So you buy at the top, or you round up, you don't sell. And then, again, Joseph Green, I love you. It's just using you as an example. You're in at 5. You're now down, not at the bottom. You could be, the cryptocurrency could go down more. Oh, look, you're in that majority. You're down 93%. And somebody says sell everything. Well, yeah, it'd be nice. But you know what happened? One of the biggest bull runs in ever for a shop or a store or an online e-com store or business that we've all used many times in our life. Everybody's used Amazon. But if you sold everything when you were down 90%, now again, this is different than the meme coins that we're trying to say. I'm talking about Bitcoin and Ethereum here, maybe Solana. They're not down 90%, but you know, they're down a lot. Guess what happened if you sold? You were a gambler and you just chased. If you were an investor in Amazon, you just did nothing and bought when you thought it was good value buy. But you bought when you thought, okay, this was good value for Amazon at $1, at 50 cents, at $2. And you did nothing. And you became rich. Tesla's the same. Nvidia's the same. Bitcoin's the same, right? Bitcoin's the exact same. Sell everything in 2018. That was dumb. Sell everything in 2023. Sell everything in 2026. Could go down lower, probably will, by the way. But again, a $10,000 difference on Bitcoin doesn't make a difference to me. Doesn't make a difference. And it shouldn't make a big difference to you if you do the maths. Because you're an investor. You're not trying to time the market. You're blessed with an opportunity at Bitcoin of $66,000. It will probably go 46, 56, whatever. It could. It might. It doesn't really matter. But you know one day you're going to have Amazon-like returns that you've already had, by the way. But what I mean by that is the multipliers you're going to get. You're going to get them. So why would you buy at the top and sell at the bottom? I understand if it's buy at the top of shitcoin X, sell at the bottom, you might as well not sell. You've got nothing left if you've done 99%. And that's fine. You take the lesson, you do it again on Bitcoin Ethereum, you build your main bags up first, and then you can take big bets on shitcoins. Like in my portfolio, it is down a lot. So to answer your question a long way, no, I did not sell almost everything because that would be dumb. That would be dumb. For me, if you sold everything, that's fine. And if you did sell everything, don't buy back higher. Don't buy back higher. Don't even buy. If you can get in lower and that's actually your strategic plan, fucking respect to you, brother. You deserve it. But if you're going to sell Bitcoin at 66, not buy at 56, and buy at 106, you are gambling and you don't know what you're doing. You don't have to guess his perfect prices here. So, it's a long-worded answer. And the nice thing is as well, we were teaching some of our guys around Koh Samui, obviously. We were showing some of the guys this pool right here. Not that they should do it, but I claimed this kind of midday. You know, this is looking on track to do almost like $160, $170 today. This is a little bit more accurate than it was yesterday. I think yesterday I claimed 144. I claimed a little bit more in the afternoon today, and it's pretty much midnight here. And we're at 78 already, so this is getting pretty accurate. Still a little bit off. It's probably paying about 9% per month, or maybe 8.5%. Again, still fine for me. We showed some of the guys how to do this today. Tomorrow we're going to talk about using loans. An example in that would be on Avi. Let's just say there's a guy here that has $17,000 in Bitcoin and he wants to do pools. He could theoretically, if he wants to, treat a loan on your cryptocurrency like a mortgage, get a house, borrow at 50% LTV. Right now it's a perfect time to borrow because the coins are so cheap. You don't want to borrow at the top. You borrow when you think it's cheap. E.g. now it could go down cheaper, but you borrow 50%. Really, Bitcoin would have to go to 30% for you to even get close to having margin calls. You can top it up. Then he can take $8,000 and maybe start Ethereum USDC pools, but he still keeps his Bitcoin, but he gets to ride that for cash flow income. It's just all about understanding, like just little tricks like that can make you not sell everything and give you guys some hope. But a lot of you guys don't think like that. And again, some of you guys obviously are real ones, you understand this, but just that little trick there. He's been holding cryptocurrency for 5 years. Okay? If he wants tomorrow, once we teach him, he doesn't know it yet, because we're going to teach him this tomorrow. He's got 17K in Bitcoin, hasn't made anything in Bitcoin, held it for 5 years. He could take 8K out of that 50% LTV, take that 8K, put it in Ethereum, whatever he wants to do, by the way, put it in pools, monetize that, make about $1,000, $800 a month. Could use that to pay off the loan, but the smart way is to never pay back the loan, because what will happen is Bitcoin will dibble eventually, and then guess what? Never has to pay back the loan, never has to pay any taxes. That's what the rich people do. What the poor people do is they sell everything at the bottom and buy at the top. Come on, guys. Yeah, no worries, Josh Green. I'm pretty sure you're not going to dump on me. I mean, you've got your own journey, bro, and I want you to win. But I'm almost certainly not selling everything. You know, I bought $66,000. You can see on here, just in this example I show you guys on pools, in the last month. So I'm doing the opposite, the absolute opposite. Okay, let's run through some questions. It's going to be a short one today because I am tired, but I said I have to live stream every single day. So I'll talk about some more stuff as well, but the main message really here is you are investors. 85% of every token that's launched in 2025, which is scary, is underwater against USDD or USDC, whatever currency you're in. But compared to Bitcoin, it's even worse. Almost all of them are underwater against Bitcoin. That's a big problem. The big players aren't going after these blue chips. They're really going after what I've tracked on-chain is Bitcoin, Ethereum, and maybe Solana, and a tiny bit of XRP. That's the reality. They're not buying your shitcoin, hence why it isn't moving. The money flow typically is not probably going to happen the way it used to happen in 2021. Coins will randomly go at different times, and that's the reason why I still own HBAR. I do believe it's randomly going to go, but it's not going to do this money flow where it's Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, altcoins, gaming coins, meme coins, small market caps, time. It doesn't work like that. That shit's over. It's random for the shit coins and the good altcoins, and it's death for everything else, and it's Bitcoin, Ethereum, and maybe Solana that you can take a 10-year bet on. And I say maybe Solana there loosely because I don't take the bet on that. I have a little bit of Solana, but not much. Not much. My Solana is only up $1,000, which sounds like a lot, but it was up a lot more. So there is that. Okay, question time. Once BlackRock started launching BTC crypto ETFs, it was the end of the old cycle. What is Saylor doing right now? Saylor is buying every single week. I believe he bought 90 million last week. And he's buying, he said religiously on an interview I seen on X, that he will buy every single quarter, let alone his small buys, or not small buys, that he randomly does every single week sometimes. But he's going to buy every single quarter until he dies. That's what he said. And that's what he's done, because we can track his positions and we have done before. So that's what he's doing. And he doesn't even get anywhere close to it. He's the worst DCer in the world. He's the worst. But he wins because he's been in for so long and he comes in with size. One more dump and you can DC into Ethereum and Bitcoin. YouTube expert, good to see you back. Hopefully, bro. Well, let's see what happens. I wonder how the next couple of years will teach you bears. We're not bears here. Felix Capelchano, you dumb. We're not bears. All love, but we're not fucking bears, bro. We're handling the bears. We're not bears. I sold it at 96K. Okay, plan was to get out before 100K. Plan worked out 3x and happy as fuck. Okay, now that's great. What's your next move on the chessboard? Are you waiting for lower prices? Because the thing is with you, bro, I know you think that you've won, and you did win, but the problem with you is you're now, I don't know what you've done, by the way. It's just something to think about. You're now sitting at whatever amount you sold at, which is great. You've done better than 99% of people. But you're now sitting on a currency, which I'm guessing that you're talking about, that you sold up to USDC or USD in your country, or UK, GBP. I don't know what it is, right? I don't know what country in it, but I'm guessing you sold up to cash. The problem with you right now is you can't sit it in there too long in the bank account, okay? Because you know what happens? It starts to go on fire very fast because inflation will kill you. So you need to get it moving. Not back into crypto. Maybe if you think it's going to go lower, you could do it in stablecoin pools and get yourself some yield. Get yourself 10, 12% on DeFi pools. That'll save you from inflation. It won't beat you from stakes, by the way, because what we've done is we've said this many streams because it's true. Stake from like your normal grocery store in the UK especially is going up 17.5%. So even if you put your assets in DeFi on USDC and USDT, because you don't get paid anywhere near as much, you still get about 1% per month, you're still losing. So if you're not even doing that, and it's just in your bank account, you're losing even more. You don't see it because you don't see it go down, but to what you can buy, it goes down. Now, if you're trying to buy back in lower crypto, hats off to you. That would make a lot of sense. Thoughts on Chainlink as a good long-term hold. It's great, but it's not a long-term hold for me. I love the project. I believe it's one of the best actually use words products in the blue chip category. But again, did okay in 25. Didn't beat Bitcoin in 25. Not even close to Bitcoin's return. Potentially good. If you break these support levels, 4, could be a long fucking way down to fucking $1 after that because there's no support. I think it's going to do well though, but for me, it's not long term. Absolutely fucking not. Absolutely zero chance. Zero chance. Zero. Still riding the wave, but feeling like I'm circling the bowl. I don't know what that means. Jeffrey round trips again. So, I guess you could say I round trip my. Here's the reality. I guess you could say I'm down 700K in my HODL bag from 1.3 million. But like the real is for the guys that actually know me. Like I've never made as much money as I did in 2025. Bought a Lamborghini Urus cash. Traveled the world. Did a lot of good things. Met many people that I love and respect that are here. Like, I made the most money ever. Just my HODL portfolio went down. That's the difference. A lot of people think my net worth is in this portfolio, 600K, which is a lot, by the way. But I put over $700,000, I think it's about 525K pounds in the stock market, which is more than this. So if you know me behind the scenes, and that's not to boast, by the way, it's just a lot of people, I like that question, but people saying I round tripped. Maybe, but I've made the most amount of money I ever did in 2025. Most amount of money. And crypto didn't go up. That's the difference, bro. And that's because I want you to win. But a lot of people see this at 1.3 billion, see it at 600K and just think, okay, he lost money. I made the most amount of money in 2025. Hey Jake, just found you in Parker. You guys have completely changed my mindset, giving me amazing, brother. And that's the nice thing about Not what we sell. We do sell this. You can check it out if you want, but I don't need to sell you this. But that's what we do. That's what we do. We do it because we believe in it and we actually make money off this. And I show you this every single live stream. Some days are high, some days are low. This portfolio is okay. But for me, what it did for me is, number one, give me income, which was nice. Number two, give me not the complexity of just having to hold everything and at least feel like I'm doing damage, if that makes sense, when the market isn't going up. I make money regardless, and I want prices to go down. I've never had the mentality of saying, I want Ethereum to go down to 1,500. I would have never said that. The old Jake investor would never have said that. He wanted it to go up. But now I don't care, and I actually want it to go down because I can buy more and push them in pools. It's different, and I get paid for more volume when people are panic. When some of you guys on chat, love you a lot, but when you guys are selling your Ethereum, I get paid for that. So I want people to buy and sell Ethereum all day. I want you guys to win, but in reality, I don't need you guys to win. But you guys, 121 people, I want you guys to win. The rest of the people, I don't care if they win. I would like them to win, but I understand and we know that nobody always wins. So, yeah, it gave me a lot of excitement, especially this Thailand portfolio that I've had for almost a month, not yet, but it's getting close, especially the first pool, not the bigger ones that I've scaled into. It's gave me a lot of fun, right? I can't live my life off the 5 or 6K I'm making per month of it, but it definitely feels a lot better on the one that I show you with you guys. It feels a lot better. And my goal is to scale this heavily, and you're going to see that in real time. Depends on the price of Ethereum though, but fee-wise, it's nice to make money every single day. It really is. If you know what you're doing. A lot of people just fucking make money for a day and they just don't understand it. So no worries. I'm scared, bro. Okay. I'm down 50K. Should I olay? Should I olay? I don't know what that means, bro. Please type normally. Should I buy Bitcoin now? Thanks. I don't know what you should do, bro. Again, you're down 50K. You're down 50K on what? What do you hold? Should you buy Bitcoin now? If you watch my yesterday's video, but I'll just give you the recap of it right now. If you're buying Bitcoin and you don't need to touch it for 10 years, buy Bitcoin now. And I can generally say, and nobody in chat can tell me that's bad advice. Because in 2036, even if 2036 is a good year or a bad year, I can tell you it's going to be higher than, was it 66K? I think we all agree that. So yes, you should buy now if you're prepared to hold 10 years. And then you can maybe look at, I don't know, if you want to learn even further or do this by yourself, I talk about this all the time, put them in pools, or you can take a loan against that on Avi. I don't know how much you're buying. Let's just say you buy 100K because you're down 50K, so you must have a good portfolio. Don't know how much you're down though in percentage-wise. Let's say you take 100K, you take 50K out of Bitcoin. It's probably best price. Could go down lower, but you'll be fine. You take that 50K and you can live off that 50K. Because you put it in pools, you make 3K, 4K, 5K, depends on your ranges and your assets per month. And you can use that to, if you want, pay off the loan or to buy other coins to build back your positions. It's just about thinking about this, guys, and nobody thinks that. This guy thinks he's down 50K and he just wants to buy Bitcoin. Well, that would work, but it doesn't get you to complete the end game of life. You're installing cheat codes that nobody's gave you. Install them. It'll change the fucking game. You can have somebody with such a less portfolio and buy the same coins, but somebody that just did the strategy there versus the player that maybe has way more money and they have the same coins, same time frame, but the smaller portfolio will absolutely destroy the other guy that's just holding. Destroy him. Thanks, Jake. I just installed the app with my 99% altcoins. Download a new one. I'm trying to DC. Yeah, do that. Do that. Do that. They'll always be there. They're already at zero. If you're actually down 99%, they're at zero. There's no coming back if they're down 99%. They ain't coming back. But you should leave them just in case. But there's no point in looking at it. And now what you need to do is do whatever you did with the 99% altcoins that are down. Just do that in Bitcoin and Ethereum. Wait 10 years. Maybe do the strategy I just gave you before if you know what you're doing. And that's how you're going to fucking win. And you'll never touch shitcoins again. You'll never ever need or want to touch shitcoins again. There's no point. There's 0 point because you don't need to. We're in accumulation. We accumulate every single day. To answer your question, what do I do? Invest in inflation-based products paying 7% plus inflation. All good until 45% BTC. Then go to buy whatever net is out there. Cool, bro. Good for you. International Street Family. Thank you for the 99 cents. Very much appreciate you. W's in the chat for International Street Family. I will buy my editor a chicken and rice here in Koh Samui tomorrow. He will eat tomorrow. The problem with my editor right now, he's on Ramadan. Holy fuck. And if you guys know what Ramadan was, I only thought it was like a food fast. I was like, oh, it's pretty easy. You can eat till like 6 a.m. then you stop till like 4 or 5 p.m., whatever it is. But it's also a water fast. He can't drink water during the day. So he's got even lazier. He's even worse. We love you, Abu, but he's even more tired. I thought it was impossible, but now he can't drink water during the day. Imagine not drinking water in Koh Samui, going to the gym, sweating, and not having one sip. I can't go to the gym without fucking a liter bottle of water. I can't go to the gym. It's impossible. And for another like 8 hours, he can't drink a sip of water. Crazy. I will buy him when he can eat a bottle of water or a chicken and rice. Yeah, 1,000 would be nice now. Yes, it would. Jake, how do you deal with impairment loss? I get this question all the time. I don't need to deal with impairment loss because I don't rebalance. So a lot of guys play this game long. I'm not telling you this is the best way to play. This is the best way to play as an example of my small DeFi portfolio for the guys here that suits me. It suits me. So you might think here, well, you need to rebalance these, Jake, because they're not making any yields. So you'll get impairment loss. Well, no. There's a reason why they're still open. Because I have 3 other pools open and the bottom pool is down to $1,000 Ethereum. Do you understand? Like, I don't need to touch these because I just want at least one, but I have 3 pools open on Ethereum that always pay me. And I believe Ethereum is going to go back in these ranges. It's like $2,200. It's like $300 away. It's going to go there eventually. It might go lower and then come back up. So I don't need to touch them. I'll just wait. I just always want to be getting paid. So the 66K deposit you see isn't even actually part of the $200 daily reward. It's like 15K less. This is only really representing like 50K because 16K is out of range. So I don't deal with impairment loss because I don't rebalance. The people that have to do rebalance and deal with impairment loss, they don't understand pools. They lose money. They don't actually make any money because they're constantly selling their assets. They don't know what they're doing. So I don't deal with impairment loss because I don't have to deal with it because I never rebalance. Never ever rebalance. I'm scared, Jake. Hold my hand. Nico, the most craziest guy. He sometimes leaves a nice comment. He sometimes leaves the craziest comments. And he sometimes leaves the funniest comments. There's my hand. There you go. Where are you from, Nikos, by the way? Let me know. And don't lie. Tell the truth. Evening, Jake. Hope you're well. Oh, Gary, you're the guy that I think you had a property in somewhere in England and you want to move to Thailand one day. Hopefully you're well. I'm well. I'm in Koh Samui. I'm very hot. It's been a long day. But I said I would do a live stream every single day for the consistency. Not for them to perform, not for them to get any traction, just for the real ones, for the 135 of you guys here that want to listen and hear my thoughts and maybe want to learn something about pools and what I'm doing with my life and whatever. You guys are real ones. So I'm doing well. Hopefully you're doing well. I think you're in the UK. Hopefully it's not too cold. Don't worry, summer I will be there soon. So it will be hot soon. You can take off your jacket. Maybe soon. But you're in England, so it's a lot nicer there than Glasgow weather-wise. So are we saying top altcoins aren't worth investing in? Again, what is a top altcoin for you? A top altcoin could be Ethereum. That's a top altcoin. That's literally the toppest of the creamiest of the cream of the altcoin. It's literally the white fox, the best snus. Ethereum. And I've put over $60,000 in Ethereum. So I think they're worth holding. If you're talking about the coins that we all know, I don't think they're worth holding. I don't think you should sell them. I think you should maybe try again. Because I don't want anybody to sell their coins and have to go up and blame me. You guys can't blame me because I'll never tell you to buy or sell anything. But I would say maybe start building other bags in actual top altcoins. Not top altcoins that you think are altcoins. Because most people think Render's a top altcoin. Sui's a top altcoin. I don't think so. We like them. We hope them to do well. But they're price action wise, they're not top altcoins. 4 in, 4 out. Are we not there yet? Okay. Can you tell us what would happen in a pool that would keep you up at night? What do you mean? What do you mean? Nothing keeps me up at night. The only thing that keeps me up at night is, I don't know, the snus, the caffeine, the testosterone. Nothing keeps me up. I sleep like a baby because of pills. Not that pills, like, I don't sleep that. If I didn't have pills, I would be like, how do I get income? I just feel like I'm not doing any damage. I've been holding these coins for fucking 6 years. That keeps me up at night. So pills make me sleep well at night. What would maybe is answering to your question, if I was in the altcoins that are down 99%, like that, I would be out of range. They went down. But like, if you held, we always teach guys, if you hold them already, only monetize coins that you hold. So you would have held them anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So I don't really understand what you mean. Everything about pills, I've had the most positive experience. My very first pill was Brett in Ethereum. I banked $50,000, and it saved me from Brett going to shit. It saved me. I would have lost so much money if I just bought Brett. But I was making like $400, $600 every single day. I'm banking Ethereum, banking some Brett, don't get me wrong. I'm banking some stable coins. I made these videos a while ago. You should go back and watch them. In 2024, I was in Dubai just when I started to scale that pool. If I had just held the Brett and bought the Brett and did nothing with the Brett, I'd be in that majority that is down 90%. I would have lost like $90,000 on Brett. But Brett made me back, I don't know, 50 in like cash, and then Ethereum went up as well. So I only lost, I don't even know if I lost money. I might have broke even. I don't know what the numbers are. But pools have made me on that position, it saved me a lot. Alt season income. All season still coming. I don't know. I doubt it. BitTensor, Tile, Algo, and Ondo. They're tough. Yeah, man, I got a flat outside London. I remember you. Just done a 10-hour day of overtime. Amazing. I felt like I've worked so long today, but I've also had the best experience. We just got bikes as well here. So it's like, how many? 5 of us, 6 of us got bikes. Some guys took backies off people. We ripped them down to some beach club. We went and smoked some shisha. We got some good food. And we came back for dinner here. And there's like, oh, I need to show you the games room. You'll see it in the vlog. The vlog will be coming out maybe in 2-3 days, maybe 4 days. There's like a huge games room here with like darts, pool, there's PlayStations, and we played some FIFA. Abu beat me at FIFA because that's what he plays on his mobile phone all day. I used to be good at FIFA. FIFA has changed now. It's now like esports FIFA. It's not even the same controls anymore. So I've worked so much, but I've had the most fun. And that's what it's about. I want to work hard, play hard, right? So I want my day to be work, but it's also fun as fuck. You know, if that's just pills for you and not the YouTube game, like when you're out and about in Thailand, maybe one day and you're riding scooters, you're going to a beach club with your boys and like you're smoking shisha if you like to do that and you're just hanging around, but your pills pay for that plus more, that should be the goal. That should be the fucking goal. And if it's not, why not make it your goal? You can lose money on a pill if you rebalance, like that other guy last said, or you're in bad assets, but there's no way I lose money on my pools. The only way I lose money on my pools is if Ethereum went to like 0. If Ethereum goes to $1,000 or less, all my pools will be able to range, but I would be fully holding Ethereum, which I would hold Ethereum anyways. But guess what? All those fees that I've made from that price action to go down on our 50%, I would take those fees and buy more Ethereum. So short term, I might lose money. I might lose money on paper because I'm betting on Ethereum. But right now, with the market going down, I'm actually making money, even with Ethereum not really doing anything because I'm banking USDC. Get yourself in some pills, man. Why don't you fucking book a free call with my guys? There's free calls. Teach you for free. If you want to take the step further, you can. And that goes for everything in this thing. We have this for a reason. I can happily plug this because literally, I believe it is actually a thing that will save you. It costs money if you want to take action, but our goal is to get you back your investment as fast as possible, ideally in 1 to 3 months. Very, very fucking easy, and we've done it so many times. So, not to sell you, but that's what we do, and I'm so passionate about it because I don't need your altcoin to go up. What makes this a win for me is if I can get you money, which is very easy on VFA, and I'm showing you in real time. So it's a win-win. Thanks, Jake. The impairment loss explanation is very clear. Thanks, bro. You read this. Bro, you're missing the vibe. Bro, you fucking left me, bro. You just left after a pill. Where did you go? You're at the beach club now? You're probably going to go to some massage places. So, I could go right now, but it's too late. And I have to daily live stream. So have a good night, Parker. Hopefully you're doing well. Well, not 100K, I stay with 40K. Okay, cool. See you soon. See you soon, brother. Have you boys met the Thai girls in Bangkok? I mean, Hopefully my girlfriend's not watching this. But yes, but she is also Thai. So I guess I have met the Thai girls in Bangkok. Not the Thai men. At least I hope so. What are the Thai girls in Bangkok? Then you don't have the time market, yes. When you expect alt season, I don't expect alt season. If it comes, it comes. But like, again, most of my money is in Bitcoin, Ethereum right now. That's the reality. So like, it's gonna come if it's gonna come, but it doesn't need to come. Again, I'm investing for 2036 and beyond that. And in the meantime, we have pools running, making us money, so we don't have to wait for alt season. Honestly, it'd be nice if it didn't come. Not to wreck some of you guys, but just to show you that there's a better way to play this game where you don't need alt season. Like, we don't need alt season. Ethereum for me is not like, it doesn't need an alt season. Obviously, an alt season will push up so much more, but again, I don't want Ethereum to go up anytime soon. I want it to chill the fuck down and go down. So are we round tripped? Well, yeah, probably if you're down like 99% like some of these guys, you have round trips. If you're in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and some other top altcoins, maybe like Solana, you should have sold, you should have rebought. Yeah, but I think you'll be fine long term. Again, think of something that you want to hold for the next 10 years, not 10 minutes. Different question. You see yourself living in Thailand for good? I've lived in Thailand on and off pretty much for good. I'm homeless. I don't have a house, bro. I live in UK, Airbnb in UK. I live in hotels in UK. I'm staying at this 15k villa for 3 days in Koh Samui. I still have a lease in Bangkok that we all pay 3k a month for. I live everywhere. I take my laptop. I take my shitty microphone. I take my editor. And I just live in a suitcase because that, at my time in my life, makes a lot of sense because I make internet money. I don't want to lock myself in a mortgage. If I want to go to UK, I'll be in UK. I'll be in Vegas in April. I don't have any ties towards Thailand, UK. Like, I just want to go wherever I want. The next thing I need is like multiple passports, to be honest. So then I don't have any bullshit. But I don't see myself living everywhere. I get bored of the same look. I get very bored of everything. I get bored of things, and I get bored of girls. That's a bad thing. I get bored of everything, bro. So I like to always change it up. But I like to go with my friends, or it makes it a lot more fun, especially if you're in crypto or business or whatever these guys are doing. Like, it's the most fun thing ever. If you're like, the guys here, there's 9 guys here. Obviously, one's my editor. But he even has crypto, right? So you even talk crypto with fucking him. Show Abu. So, like, if I can just travel around and have a few of my best mates, some come, some go, but they always come back. We always meet up. And we talk about business. We have fun at the gym. We chill when we want to chill. We play hard, work hard, whatever. Like, that's the best life for me right now. If I'm 50, 60, 40, whatever, maybe it'll change, but I doubt it. Why not? Why would it change? So I'm not living in Thailand for good. No, because I'll get bored of Thailand. I'm already bored of Bangkok. Koh Samui was like a refresher. I only went back to Bangkok for like 3 weeks or 2 weeks with Parker, and I was already bored of it, man. City life is fun, but it's like, oh fuck, I'm bored of this shit. Now we're in Koh Samui. I might stay in Koh Samui for a little bit longer. I like the island life, but then I get bored of Koh Samui because there's not much rich people or entrepreneurships or big crypto guys here. So then I'll go somewhere else. I want to go to Tokyo, and then I need to go to Vegas, like I said, for the Bitcoin conference. I'm always moving, bro. Obviously, that's hard to do if you have jobs, but like, this is what cryptocurrency was supposed to do. It's supposed to buy back your freedom. So why can't you have that if you want that? And you don't have to have that. You can just live in your family with your fucking wife and kids and your picket fence. But you can maybe quit the job. Solana's juicy buy right now. Yes. The man is homeless and free and has a girlfriend. Some people... The man is homeless. Yes. I literally am homeless, by the way. I don't have a home anymore. I don't have a home. But I don't think that's bad. Some people own a home or apartment and are single and depressed. So I could have a home, free whatever, have a good 9-to-5 job that I like, have no girlfriend, but I would still be happy about my situation. But the Jake Gordon today, that's not what he liked. But if I was happy in a house that I did own, that I was very proud of, by the way. If you own your house, it's amazing, but I just think it's a waste of money. But if you want that, that's amazing. And I had a 9-to-5 that I liked and I liked it, that's fine. And I didn't want a girlfriend, that's fine. If that is the version of you, that's amazing. But for me, it's just like, I'd rather be homeless, and I'm obviously not homeless, but I am technically homeless because I just stay in Airbnbs and hotels. So I'm not broke, obviously, but you know what I mean. I'm technically homeless, but I don't want a home. Girlfriend, whatever, and free. Yeah, so that's the Jake Gordon that I like. And that's the Jake Gordon that's 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 that I wanted. And it took a lot of work. And if that is you, why not make it happen? It doesn't take long, by the way. When Fartcoin $10. Nice. Sounds like Sagritus. I don't know what that means. If you had to start with 5K, what would you buy for DeFi? I would be biased. I would do the Ethereum pills. And try and make $300 to $500 per month. That's what you'd be looking at on tight range or wide ranges. Sorry, that's what I would do. With 5K, you could also buy how much Bitcoin you could also buy the Bitcoin, take out a 50% LTV loan by still owning that Bitcoin, and then take 2.5K and put it in maybe Ethereum pools if you like. So the caveat to that is there's pros and cons to that. You would only have half the amount of money when you're starting off with the pools, but you'd also still keep the Bitcoin that will go up and pay off the loan for free. So you'd make less, but you'd still have appreciation on Bitcoin that I wouldn't have in this example, but also you would could compound fees to play catch up. So I'm not compounding, I'm just collecting UCC, but I would compound heavily because 5K is a lot, it's great, but it's not going to get you out your 9 to 5. You need about 50K to get out your 9 to 5 if you're playing this kind of strategy. You could do it with less, you could do it with 10, 15, 20, but it's just going to take longer in compounding. But that's fine, that's absolutely fine. But right now, the market is, with these Ethereum pools, you need about $50,000 to make $3,000 to $5,000 per month. That probably will quit your job if that's your goal. That's what you need. That's the maths. That's what I'm doing right now in this pool. So the reason why it's at this exact number, because that's what people here want to do. Go to Tokyo, it's fun. It's on my list, bro. Is it a good idea to step in altcoins? No, I don't think it is. Ever checked out Cubic? No, I haven't. Should I sell my XRP? No, you shouldn't. I bought my property 11 years ago for £164,000. Now it's worth $255. Amazing. I am tempted to take the equity out and put it towards my stocks and shares and get into pools. No risk, no rally, brother. Gary Robinson. If you've done the maths and you know what you're doing, I would do it. You need a home to live. If you're working, I think you're working, obviously. I can't remember. What I would do, and this isn't what you should do, but what I would do, like honestly, don't do this. But I guess I'm somewhat still young. Still young. What I would do, and don't do this, I would sell the house at 255, pay the tax or whatever, pay the fees. Maybe you're left with like 230. I don't know what the maths would be. Maybe you're left with 200, 210, 220. I would then maybe buy Bitcoin, take a loan against it on Abbey, and put those in pools, and then just rent or live in hotels. But if you have a wife and kids, I can't remember if you do, she's probably not going to be for that. My way would be way more risky, but I like risk, and I would argue that it's not really that risky at these prices because we're not taking out loans against Bitcoin at 125K. We're taking out 50% loans at 60, 66, and Bitcoin would have to drop to $33,000, e.g. cut in half for you to have any problems. Plus, you could also take the pool fees. I know I'm getting a little bit in complex here, so it's a lot, but it does work. But it's a lot, and the reason why it's a lot because nobody wants to do it. And then I could use that to, if Bitcoin did drop to anywhere close to 40s, I could use those pool fees to start topping it up to add to that, so I wouldn't get margin called, etc. That's what I would do. That's a very risky way if you don't know what you're doing, but that's what I would do. But again, do you have a girlfriend? Do you want to own your own house? If you want to own the house, that's fine. But that's what I would do, bro. Because you can treat DeFi pools and the Abbey loan as real estate for your Bitcoin. That's a different way to think about it. But again, in your position, a house is technically a good investment. If you can pull up money, that's fine. Vibe in Vegas is totally cool. Yes, it is. It's going to be my second time there. It'll be amazing. Different vibes here. I like them both. You buy more BTC if it drops to 50K? Probably. I'll probably buy a lot more Ethereum as well because it'll probably be $1,000. So, should I sell my XRP? Bro, can't answer it. You should sell it if you're asking it and if it's keeping you up at night, but then what are you going to sell it to do? What's your average entry? What other coins do you have? You should sell it. Or you should buy it if you think it's at good value prices. But I can't tell you what to do, bro. You have shelter. We know what you mean. What was your magic nickname back in the day, Jake? When I was a stripper. I don't know, bro. I didn't have a name. I just pulled up, got the money, got some extra money behind the scenes, if you know what I mean, and then I spent it on drugs and alcohol in Glasgow. Good times, best times, but wouldn't trade it for the world, but that lifestyle was very toxic. Yeah. I've still got a lot to learn, but I'll get there. Yeah, you will. AI is interesting to see what it can do for you in crypto. Are you getting educated? I use AI, not about crypto. I use AI for my business. It's very good for that. How are ladyboys over there, brother? They're very good. They're very sexy. The ladyboys here, probably better looking than most girls in the UK. But the problem is, they're men, and we're not gay. So, that's the thing. The first time most guys come out here, when you know, but like some guys like, and you say, that's a man. You're like, no way, that's a man. I'm like, bro, it's a man. Look, check the feet, check the Adam's apple, check the hands. They have the best looking face in the world. But if you just know, because you've been here a while, you know. And they don't believe you until it's too late. So we always look out for our guys. They can do what they want, but you don't want to get a fucking surprise. Holy moly. So I don't know how the lady boys are, because I'm not gay. So they're probably fine. You have an 9-to-5 work with no kids or girlfriend. I'm 37. Amazing. You know what to do. Trump made sure to destroy crypto. Crypto just popped like 2.7 crash. GG to all. Yes. Keep the house, pull half the equity and invest. Yeah. It could be another plan. Again, I would play the risky way because I've always been full risk. But again, win for sure, as we always say, so do what he says. Your original plan is fine. Life well lived in a story to tell. You got this. Yeah, man, no risk, no story. I'll take massive risks all the time. Because we're all going to die, bro. I always say this, but it is true. Nobody's going to remember my name. No, 2-3 years, even on YouTube. No, there's going to be new YouTubers, there's going to be new Jake Gardens, there's going to be new guys, for good or for bad. Nobody's going to even remember me, and they're not going to remember you, and they're not going to remember anybody. So all we can do is have a good time, make some money, and fucking live the best life possible. And if you lost money in crypto, so what? Try again. When you're 70, 80, and you're on your deathbed, maybe you're 90, 100, maybe you live longer. Hopefully you do, if you're healthy. None of this is going to fucking matter. The only thing that matters when you're actually on your deathbed, this gives me chills, is who's around you. What memories did you build? Can you think of all the times, if you get that, when people say when you're about to die and you get this flashback of your whole life, was there actually any cool shit there with your brothers, your friends, girls, some fucking crazy stuff? Hopefully there is. Because if there's not, you don't get another shot. So it doesn't matter if you're down in crypto right now, if you're prepared to keep going. It matters if you're panicking, you're a little Jeffrey, and you just fucking chase and write negative comments and you think it's all a scam. It matters. And maybe you did get scammed on a shit coin. So what? Go again. It doesn't actually matter, bro. None of this shit that we're in right now is going to matter. It will matter if you can set up your kids, but if you get rich and then your kids start off rich, they're going to lose it anyways. So it doesn't fucking matter, bro. That's why I'm probably the most chillest YouTuber here, because I don't care if you love me or hate me. Like, none of you guys are going to remember my name when I'm dead. So it doesn't actually matter. You're going to watch somebody else, and you're going to be dead anyways. So me and you, 40, 50, like, we don't exist, bro. So who cares? Bruh, in Thailand, visit Koh Mak. That's such a gem. Yes. Ha. All right. How long we in? We got a lot of you guys on stream today. I appreciate you guys, but we're coming up towards the hour mark. And we always have a rule. We always go over the hour. But again, it's 1 a.m. We've got a big day tomorrow. I need to go and get some water. The nice place about this villa here is you can call the maid. She literally lives in one of the bedrooms downstairs. And I think I'm going to get her to make me a pineapple smoothie before I go to sleep. So I'm going to enjoy that because I'm so dehydrated. And my editor must be thirsty as fuck. So get your last questions in before I sign off. I can't wait to drop the vlog that we're doing. I can't wait to see the villa, and hopefully it's going to piss some of you guys off because, oh, you rented this for 15k, what a waste of money. Good. That would have motivated me. It pissed me off when I seen this shit when I was young, or even if you're older than me, which most of you guys probably are. Good. Use that as motivation, or get pissed off at me when you see a vlog to try and do something, or it's going to inspire you. It doesn't really matter because of the story I told you before. So I can't wait to show you this place. Have you heard of AO Computer and Autumn Network, 10 years hold. What are your thoughts on decentralized web? I'll have a look. But if the chart's terrible and it doesn't represent, is it a coin? I don't think it's a coin, bro. I've not heard of AU Computer. Are any of these coins? Or are you asking about the actual decentralized web? I'm so tired, guys. I've probably spelled it wrong. I'm sorry, bro. Ask me again. Not true, bro. Once the market pops at the end of the year and lives are changed, you will be remembered. Spent years listening to other talking head, Raoul Paul, and gold bugs. Non provide value like this. I don't think so, bro. Okay, what I'll do, Marcus, is I'll research it tomorrow morning when Parker's doing his talk, and I'll let you know. I'll let you know if you ask me again. I'll let you know. Because right now I don't have time to do research, but I will do that for you, brother. Because I like all you guys here. Maybe you'll remember me, but I promise you won't. But that's really cool to say. I appreciate that, but you won't, and that's okay. Because if you care about that and you start caring about like what you say on YouTube and like, oh, you can't say this and you shouldn't say these stories. Well, that's not me being honest. You can't show big portfolios down 700K. My dad would say, oh, it looks so bad. It doesn't look so bad with the Lamborghini Urus in the fucking truck. It doesn't look so bad when we're living here. I want everybody to fucking win, bro. There's nothing can faze me, man. This portfolio can go to 100K. I don't think it will, but it could, and we're still going to pull up. Everybody else is hiding. They're trying to tell you something else, and they sold, and they didn't sell, and it just, who cares, bro? Do you stake your soul? No, I don't. I would like to do them in Orica, but it's just not worth it right now. But you could do that. I don't stake anything. I don't believe in locking stuff up, and the APYs and staking stuff is never usually good. If I'm getting 8-9% per month on Ethereum, and maybe you can get 20% maximum by staking your shit on Solana, I don't think it's worth it, bro. Because I want to control my crypto, even in my hot wallets. Go sleep and rest. Catch up on the next one. All right, we'll do one more question. It's 1:04. I need to get that pineapple smoothie. My maid is probably sleeping, but she's going to have to wake up. Or it's maybe in the fridge. I don't know. Or I'll maybe see if Abu is still awake. Let's have a look. We'll do one more question. One more question. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. I will be here tomorrow. Day 2 of the mastermind is going to be amazing. We're going to really open up the doors with what's possible with DeFi. Again, if you want to be like the guys and maybe come to one of the next masterminds, you can click in here, book a call. And also, our goal is not for you just to meet us in person. Our goal is for you to get fucking passive income in your crypto. So it's not about just networking events. That's cool. That's great. But we actually want to make you guys money. So you can click here, book a free call. If you like it, great. If not, no worries to me, brother. No worries to me. Jake, you went from nothing. Okay. David, 10K faster, brother. I need to fast. Book a free call. Or if you have already, do what you have to get it done. Or just tune up here, bro. It's fine. Jake, you went from, can I use an old M2 MacBook? I'm using a MacBook. I don't know if it's an M2. You can use your phone for pools, bro. You can use your phones. You can use your phone, bro. Not recommended. I like a laptop, but you can use your phone. Jake, you went from nothing to over 1 million. Then you went from 250K to over 1 million. Yeah, like I've been a million, and I don't want to boast, but I'm quite past the 1 million now. I'm probably touching 2 if you count assets that are potentially not assets, but whatever. It doesn't really matter. Like, it doesn't matter to me. It's just a number on the screen. But 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, it doesn't really matter. I did good. Yeah, I had to. People don't understand. Like, if you make your first million, it's quite easy to make the second million, or you make it in half the amount of time. It's not easy, but that's the same for 10 grand. It's just relevant. If it's the same for 100 grand, you'll usually find you'll make it faster if you lose everything, because you just repeat what you did to get it the first time, and you do it again, and you already know what works. So that's why it's quite easy to do that. The hardest thing is scaling beyond that, and then having the motivation to go to 10 million, 100 million. That's the hardest part. That's the hard part, because you don't obviously know how to do there, or you would already have it. That's reality. And then, like, do you want to put in the work? That's the hard part. Yes, I'm round tripping. I made so much money in 2025, but I'm round tripping apparently. So yes, I am round tripping. Congratulations. If you do, okay, this is the last one. If you do 1,000 euros with an Ethereum pool, should you compound or let it run a bit longer before compounding to the win? For you, with 1,000, if that's all you have, you would compound it, set nice wide ranges. If you believe in Ethereum, which it sounds like you do, I would probably compound it. I'm not compounding it because I think Ethereum's going to go lower. And at a 60K port, I'm already getting paid worst case months like $4,500, best case months $7,000. Again, it's a newish pool, so we will get the numbers like first month pool might not be second month's pool, but that's what it's predicting. So, you know, a lot of guys can live off that. So you wouldn't need to compound. You can stack the fees and live with that, or just buy other assets. But if you're at €1,000, again, it's a good start. But your problem is it's going to take a long way on just stacking USDC to do any damage, which is fine. At least you're feeling like you're doing something. So I would compound on wide ranges, maybe to $1,000 bottom ranges. That's what I would do. Enjoy the pineapple drink. Ta-ra for now. All right, boys, I'm out here. Amazing session today. I think we got over 150 people on this live. It doesn't really matter about the numbers, but it's nice to see. I'll see